I'm Kronicz from the most extreme wrestling, and this is your Smackdown review for March 9th, 2012 from the Mohegan Sun. Alright, we start with the video package. They got the whole general manager versus general manager thing going on. You see, because on Raw, Teddy Long was the general manager, and now on Smackdown, John Laurinaitis is going to be the general manager for tonight on Smackdown. Or is it only tonight? It could be every single night, because John Laurinaitis has hatched this master plan where he will be general manager of everything. Yeah. So, Otunga is in the ring. He introduces Johnny Ace, and the cage is being lowered. Whoa. What cage? That's what I'm saying. There's a cage being lowered for absolutely no reason we are completely unaware of. And I was kind of going back and forth, because I was thinking this was a cool shot, this was a cool little visual and everything, but at the same time, cages are really scary and supposed to be really important, so having somebody like Johnny Ace standing in the middle of the ring with Otunga giving a master plan diatribe and everything seems a little bit, I don't know, it doesn't really seem like it matches, but I was okay with it. Anyways, so we're going to have a championship match, a United States Championship match. It's going to be Santino Marella, United States Champion, versus Swagger. Now, this must be the rematch clause or whatever, but I have to ask this as well. Okay, rematch clause, but does it really warrant being in a steel cage? But then I thought to myself, well, I guess because Laurinaitis is trying to, I don't know, be Mr. Excitement, it makes sense that it's a cage match. Well, let's see how the match goes, and then we can comment on all this, alright? So, as Santino comes down, he's dancing on the announcer's table, doing his little trumpets and everything. Everybody loves him. He's a super face. Now he's a champion. Oh my gosh. So, actually, after Swagger comes out with this horrible haircut with Vicky, with Dolph Ziggler, the match was actually very interesting. At first, you know, they did kind of a one-on-one style match, kind of ignored the entire fact that they were even in a cage, but then they started using the cage to their advantage, tried to go over the top, but no. And then finally, you know, we come closer to the end. Dolph climbs the cage, and we got Santino, he's got that Cobra on, and boom, he strikes through the cage, which was hilarious, and because of that, the referee says, no, Dolph, you go to the back. Which, okay, another question has to be asked. Aren't all cage matches like no disqualification because of the cage, or is it like a regular match where you can like smash somebody's face into like the side of the ring and the steps and the table and everything because it's part of the environment and you can use it? I don't know, I was always under the impression that there was no disqualification in cage matches, but it seems like that there has been announcements during cage matches that certain cage matches are no disqualification. I don't know, the announcers didn't really make it clear, but do the announcers really make anything clear these days? Not really. So, somewhere in this match, Jack Swagger, he takes away the Cobra, takes it off so he can't use it, even though he used it one time, but he can't use it again or something. He can't use it on Jack Swagger. So, Jack Swagger takes the Cobra off and tosses it to the side of the cage. Seriously now? If the Cobra is that deadly that he can attack through a cage, doesn't Jack Swagger need to be like a certified snake handler to take off the Cobra? I'm just saying. You know, continuity. If the Cobra is dangerous, shouldn't it be dangerous even if it is not on the hand of Santino? I don't know, I'm just asking a question. But he doesn't throw it out of the ring, and Vicky doesn't pull it out of the ring. It remains at the side of the cage, which I guess is good because it's like, well, could he use it again? But, yeah. Santino chants are going like crazy. Santino's going for the door. He doesn't even need the Cobra, and Swagger has an ultimate opportunity to put the ankle lock, but he doesn't do it. But then Santino goes for the door again, and oh, this time he finally puts the ankle lock on him and everything. Vicky is trying to slam the door onto the face of Santino, because that's what they always do. She's a heel, you do it, it's a cage match, hey, it works. But finally, by the time she finally slams the door, it is not Santino's head that it is there, it is Jack Swagger. And she causes Santino to come away with the victory, still champion. Man, you know, this was kind of random to have it as a cage match, but you ask me, it was actually pretty funny. It was entertaining, and I liked it. And I actually couldn't believe it. It was good stuff. And then Teddy Long embraces the winner, Santino, and everyone's happy. And even I am happy. But my happiness is soon shattered as they show an Alicia Fox promo. They show her doing some moves, talking about how she's a diva, does her little dance and everything in the little video package, and that's over, thank God. Johnny Ace is none too pleased as well, but not for the reasons that I am unpleased. He is unpleased, you know, with Teddy Long and whatever, so apparently Oksana is going to have to be in a match with Kane. I completely missed this. Did they set this up on Raw? Because I must have not been paying attention. Oksana and Kane. So, Teddy Long doesn't like this, and Johnny says, alright, so this is going to be the deal. We're going to have a match tonight. Johnny Ace versus Teddy Long. So I'm thinking, thank God it's not going to happen at WrestleMania, right? Oh, yes, yes. So they're going to have it tonight, which is cool. But he says, if Teddy Long wins, then Oksana has to face Kane. Okay, I guess that makes it a little bit interesting. I mean, I am a little interested. Now, Drew McIntyre, apparently he's going to have a match. Wait, isn't he fired? Oh, well, Johnny Ace said you can have a match, and if you win, then you are back on Smackdown. So, okay, this makes sense. Johnny Ace is a bad guy. We're trying to make people hate Drew McIntyre because no one has heat, okay? I mean, it's pretty obvious that the reaction is he doesn't have enough heat for the amount of abilities that this guy supposedly has that I have not seen. But while I see it in this match, well, we're going to find out. So, a special person is going to go against them so he can, like, have the match. Alright, it's supposed to be, here he comes, it's Khali, and everybody's like, oh, dude, you were about to get beat down, it's going to be like this. And then, no, Otunga comes out, Otunga says, no, you sit down, this is not your match. The match is going to be Drew McIntyre versus Hornswoggle. So here comes Hornswoggle. Hornswoggle's like, oh man, this sucks. I'm going to get killed. Big, huge reaction for the little dude as he comes down to the ring to face the big man, Drew McIntyre himself. And, man, I felt like I was watching like an old school squash match because that's all it was. Drew McIntyre was body slamming him 1-2, no. Body slam again, 1-2. Oh, no, see, I got to pull him up, you know, I got to beat him down some more. He does like a backbreaker or whatever. Boom, right onto the knee. Can you see my knee? I'm wearing black pants and I'm wearing a black shirt, so I can't see. Yeah, I think so. Alright, so he breaks his back, and the referee's just like, okay, I'm not even going to try to, like, call a pinfall. He's done, son. This is over. Drew McIntyre's like, did I win? My God, did I win? And this is what I love. For the first time, I saw just a little glimpse of Drew McIntyre actually being good. I mean, he was good in the match. The facial expressions were good. I mean, it was a squash match and all, but his reaction to, my God, did I win? Say my name. I want to know if I really won. I believed in him a little bit. I was like, whoa, dude, it took this. But anyways, Lillian Garcia says, and the winner of this match, Drew McIntyre. And he's like, yeah! I have a job! So, finally, the crowd has heat on Drew McIntyre. I salute you, WWE. I can't believe you did that. It worked. People hate him now. Wow. Totally worked. But that's what they've been setting up this whole time, so I'm not too surprised. But hey, I'm surprised it worked. A little bit. Oksana. She is backstage. She's very worried that she's going to have to face Kane, but not too worried. I mean, I can't believe I'm going to say this. This is like a night of first, but she's a worse actor than Eve, and Eve is actually probably the best acting diva that they have right now, which is not saying much, but I think, in my opinion, is the truth. Now, Ezekiel Jackson versus Mark Henry. First, we get some video packages showing Mark Henry being the world's strongest man, and he's won like some kind of award or whatever. So I should have saw this coming, but I didn't really think about it, make the connections in my head, but now it makes perfect sense. Mark Henry does world's strongest slam, and the world's strongest man is the victor. Okay, now Johnny Ace versus Teddy Long. And oh my gosh, if you saw this, you gotta go back and watch it again. Because look at Johnny Ace. He's got like the bigger upper section, teeny tiny legs, and big boots. He looked like the villain from Despicable Me. Oh my gosh. It was hilarious. Now, the match doesn't really go... Oh, I heard something, sorry. Look, Johnny Ace is like, look, lay down, Sally. You just lay down and lose, because if you win this match, your little girl, Oksana, is going to have to go against Kane, and she's going to die. So he's like, lay down, and boom, out of nowhere, RKO. What? Man, I messed this up. Botch. I'm sorry. Rewind. Kane comes out of nowhere. That's how fast it was. Kane comes out there and RKO to Kane. So that doesn't happen in a roll-up by Teddy, and Teddy Long beats John Laurinaitis. Oops, I botched that. But anyways, that was actually kind of interesting. So hey, it was a typical Divas match. Teddy Long versus John Laurinaitis, and Teddy wins. Ooh. Teddy makes the quick getaway with Oksana, and they run to the back, get in the car, and get the heck out of there. It's gone. Alright, now, R-Truth and Kofi Kingston, the odd pair that they are, going against Epico and Primo with Rosa. This is a non-title match, which I was not totally aware of, but anyways, Epico and Primo are awesome. Every time I see him in the ring, I am so impressed with them, and Rosa is actually a good manager. In their entrance, I was jaw-dropped. I was like, whew, Rosa, man. Alright, so, Primo, pulled down the second rope. Kofi Kingston falls out. Good stuff. Love the match. It was fast-paced. That was something thrown in there that just was awesome. Great moves. I liked it. If you hadn't seen this match, this was a good WWE-style tag team match. Good stuff. Alright. And R-Truth comes in. He gets him got. He gets a two-legged deep pin. Gets him down hard. R-Truth and Kofi Kingston come away with the victory. Hooray, hooray. Now, oh, sad day. It's going to be Michael Cole doing an interview. Now, this is what Michael Cole came into the WWE in, 98 or something. I don't know. He came in a long time ago and was, interviewing DX and stuff. So he's doing what he originally was set to do. I can't believe it. That means that, Michael Cole was an Attitude Era dude. He was the Attitude Era interviewer who lasted. Anyways, so Daniel Bryan says the same thing he always says. He's a vegan. He's got a clean lifestyle. He's a role model. Yeah, all that stuff. Sheamus comes on the microphone and he says, he's lucky to be in WWE. He's fought his way to the top. Pretty much the same thing he's ever said. But, I actually like this interview. It didn't seem, even though, the words I just said, it makes it sound like it was just the same old, same old. It had a little bit of charisma, a little bit of good stuff. He says, or Sheamus says, that he doesn't get behind a girl that looks like she should be wearing a Catholic school outfit. And I think my brain turned off for a whole second because I was imagining AJ in a Catholic school outfit. And Daniel Bryan says that, he tells AJ to shut up because she tries to talk, she tries to get in there and all this. And, he tells her to shut up and everything, and the crowd's loving it, and he's being such a douchebag. It's kind of funny, but being mean to women, that's just not cool. I mean, I don't know. Anyways, I'm still thinking about her wearing that outfit or whatever, but he says that Daniel Bryan should be the one wearing the skirt, and that's when I say, okay, I'm back to reality now. I don't want to think about that. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, here comes Cody. Good interview, by the way, but Cody, apparently they're going to have a six-man tag match, which this is going to be the main event, and anytime there's a six-man tag match, I'm like, oh man, I'm not going to like this, because I have a low standard for six-man tag matches. It's going to be Randy Orton, Big Show, Sheamus versus Cody Rhodes, Daniel Bryan, and The Miz. The Miz and Cody are afraid of the Big Show, because the Big Show is a big scary guy, or at least that's what they try to make us believe, but in this match, I actually believed it for a second because they were like, oh no, dude, I don't want to be in this match. No, I don't want to be in the match either. So I like that about the match. They actually established that, and Big Show didn't look like a big fumbling goof, which is a lot of times exactly what he looks like. Much more exciting than most six-man matches. I already said that, right? Alright, and the crowd loved it so much, in 2 instances in this match at least, the hard camera was shaking. I would shake my camera, but I'd be afraid it'd fall off the tripod. And it was shaking. The crowd was going freaking crazy. I couldn't believe it. I mean, they must have been way more excited than I was. But The Miz, he's like, Dan O'Brien gets taken out. Like, he tries to interrupt in the match, and I think it was Sheamus. I'm not sure, but I think it was Sheamus. Sheamus, like, threw him over the timekeeper's table. Boom! You're done, son, for tonight. And Miz is trying to go for his finisher. You know, he's doing, like, all this and everything. But, no, RKO by Randy. Randy Orton wins. And then, boom, here out of nowhere, here comes Kane. Kane is attacking Orton. They fight through the crowd, and it gets not solved as they fight more into the crowd, and then the show's over. WWE logo flies across the screen, and this is not resolved. So, on Monday, it's going to be the Rock concert. Cena's going to do a rap, and it's spring break, so that means that most likely, well, I'm going to go ahead and say it. I'm going to make it official. Crystal will be there. And she will be watching Raw, so that means Crystal and Kronicz will be together as husband and wife doing a Raw review together for the first time in a while, actually. So I will be looking forward to that. I hope that you are too. See you there.